We are talking furniture now on Property Tribes, and I'm joined by our furniture partner, Neil from Fusion Furniture Solutions. And Neil, we've come here today to the View Home. What are we going to see?
Well, this is a new View Home we did a couple of days ago, so we thought we'd take you in, show you around, show you some of what we can do from furniture, from accessories, blinds, curtains, even flooring. So it just gives you everyone a bit of an insight of what we're capable of.
Great, well let's go and have a look.
Okay.
So first stop, the lounge. And Neil, I think this is a good room to point out that you can do everything from the lampshade to the pictures to the blinds, because for a landlord going out shopping on their own, I know from experience it's so easy to forget something and then you think, oh, I need that, and you've got to go out again. For you, it's really a one-stop shop using the solutions.
That's the idea basically of our business, Fusion Furniture Solutions, obviously with the name, but we even do flooring, as you said, blinds, curtains. So yeah, we can do the whole lot, because like you say, the amount of landlords that we meet that they do it and then, oh, we forgot this, and then they have to go and do that, and it all takes time. So our business model is it's all done in a day or two, for example. So like a house like this, we get all the flooring and blinds in one day, and then all the furniture the next. So for something like this, you'd be looking at 2 days.
And I think, the small things can really make such a difference to the end result. Just the flowers, the pictures on the walls, the mirrors. It just gives it that complete look, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, and it's just giving it that finished feel, that like you want to live here feel. That's basically what you're trying to achieve. And obviously, I've got a great team that manages all this sort of side of things for me and picks it and chooses it, and does a good job at it. So yeah, that's what we do.
And you don't need to be an interior designer, because Fusion Furniture Solutions have got all the colour schemes, they've got the kind of flair that can really help landlords make the most of their properties.
Yeah, what we're doing at the moment is we're trying every 12 months to, my team go to various trade shows and things like that and try and keep up to date with what is the fashions at the moment, which, for example, burnt orange and greys are in fashion at the moment. So every 12 months we're trying to keep up with the fashions, and that's what you've got here.
Well, we're in the kitchen now, and Neil, they do say that the kitchen and the bathroom are the two most important rooms in the house, and that is what the female in the partnership always looks at, and it's usually her that makes the decision of where they're going to live. So very important to focus on these rooms, isn't it?
Yeah, it's. I think quite a lot of people sometimes forget to add like the pictures and curtains and things like this into a kitchen as well. They always focus on the bedrooms or the lounge for that sort of thing. So I think certainly you're right for this. You've got to finish it off with different details so it appeals to everybody really. And obviously from our point of view, we can not only just do all the accessories and things you see, we obviously do the pots, the pans. So anyone that's moving in, they've got all that they need as well. So it's not just to look good; it's got to be usable as well. So it's all good gear that lasts. Toasters, kettles, and we do white goods as well.
Yeah, I just wanted to reiterate that actually, that you will do all the electrical kind of pack, like the toaster and the kettle. And I think if this was a holiday let kitchen, you would need to supply everything for guests, wouldn't you? So that would be right down to the last teaspoon. Yeah,
we do all that, and we give extra. So say this is a 4-bed house, we don't just give 4 sets, we'd give 8 sets. You always get extra, because obviously people are cleaning it, washing them or whatever. So that's important. Also, we'd include in our kitchen pack ironing board. We also include Henry Hoovers, because they're indestructible. If you go on any building site, they use Henrys all the time. So again, it's something we like to put in that we know works and lasts. So yeah, it includes everything.
Fantastic. Well, let's go and look upstairs.
Great.
So we're here in the bedroom, and I think this is a good place to talk about a finishing pack, because clearly the furniture pack is obviously the bed, the bedside tables, wardrobes, etc. But I think here we can see what a big difference it makes to have the finishing pack with the soft furnishings and the throws and the pictures. These are all this sort of added extra, aren't they?
Yeah, we've found, especially as there are more people doing investment properties, that if you can show yours off better than next doors or whatever, it's important to have the finishing touches, and they're not expensive, but the look you get, as you can see, is huge. Just by having a few extra bits, lamps, which we include light bulbs, matter of interest. So it's just it's ready to go and ready to be photographed to go on whichever site you're going to use to try and rent it. So yeah, it's very important.
Because people buy with their eyes, and when you're looking on a property portal, you're eye is drawn to the lead photograph in the listing, and it's so important to really capture the viewer and bring them in, because it will give you a market edge. It could make your property rent more quickly. It could even deliver increased rent if you've got furniture included. So these are all things really when the investor's looking at a property to consider and work their numbers on.
Yeah, they should definitely at least be looking at trying to do one accessory pack that they can photograph and then possibly move it from room to room as they rent them out. But if you look at any sort of estate agents, if you can go into a town and look at different estate agents selling houses, the one that has the best photos tends to have the one that more people go and look at the houses and that sort of stuff. And this is just a sort of small way that individual landlords can do a similar thing to try and get the best picture really that they can of what they're trying to sell.
And let's just give a moment to window coverings, because I think they can make a big difference as well. I think obviously the blinds give a very contemporary look, but you know, the curtains as well in a bedroom I think are important to give that kind of softer look.
Yeah, we do. Basically, if somebody's sort of on more of a budget, we'll just do vertical blinds, but we always put blackouts in the bedrooms on those, and then obviously you can do Venetian blinds and curtains as well, which like you say, curtains does make it more homely, so it is something we're doing more of in different areas.
So really I think the message here is that furniture can make a big difference. Particularly, I think adding the dressing pack is a very good idea, and you're really here to help and guide. So if anybody is a novice investor, they're not sure at the level they should go to or the best sort of furniture for whether it's single occupancy family home or an HMO or a holiday let, you're really there to help them create the best solution for their property, aren't you?
Yeah, what we try and do is find out off the landlord what sort of rent they're going to get, and normally that can tell us, well, actually you need to do this or you need to do that depending on what rent and what market you're in. So then we'll advise them, and we always try and advise them ideally before they buy the property, so they've done all their maths and they can do all their budgeting, and like we said before, definitely dressing it out does help for sure.
So I hope you've enjoyed this whistle-stop tour of the View home. And Neil, just as we close out here, I think it's worth mentioning that when the landlord comes in after you've done your work, that's what they're going to see. You'll have cleared away and recycled all the packaging, you'll have hoovered the carpets, and everything will just be ready to rent.
Yeah, the idea is a lot of our landlords, they'll buy off us from over a period, which is great, and they'll know certainly from once they've worked with us once that that's how we leave it. So it's all clean and hoovered and ready to go. So it just means they can get to a point where they're phoning us up and saying, "Hey guys, we just want the same again," and they just know they're going to get that, and then somebody can move straight in. They don't have to check our work, they don't have to check it's been done, because it's been left like that, ready to rent. And
also ready for the marketing photos.
That's it.
And we know that it makes a huge difference to have a furnished property in the images on the portals.
Definitely.
So it really does make the property jump out.
Yeah, especially if it's got the accessories, the cushions and pictures and things like that do make it stand out from the crowd, which it's a competitive market, so you've got to try and set yourself above everybody else.
You have. So if anybody's got any questions, Fusion Furniture Solutions are here to support and help the Property Tribes community, and we hope that everybody's enjoyed having a look around this View home, and pop any questions underneath the video.
Smashing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.